Here's another line of attack that Senator McCain has on Barack Obama. In this clip we're going to play, he's referring to the independent senator from Vermont, Bernie Sanders. But listen to this.
Well, that's his voting record. All I said was his voting record. And that is more to the left than the announced socialist in the United States Senate, Bernie Sanders of Vermont.
That he's more to the left than Bernie Sanders. That's what McCain is charging against Senator Obama.
I can't let this other piece go unanswered, which is you don't get to claim that you're going to win the war in Iraq when, in essence, we invaded the country, accelerated a civil war, and now we've brought peace and security and allowed a political process to take place that was already potentially underway. So that's just, it's nuts to say that.
What do you mean, under Saddam Hussein there was a peace process underway?
That Saddam Hussein was moving and we could have gotten him out. We had a process there. We were looking for
he had been there for 12 years.
We were looking for a global solution here that would have been peaceful, that would not have put American troops in harm's way.
Hold on. I want to move on and talk about this charge from Senator McCain that Barack Obama is to the left of Bernie Sanders.
It's funny, but it's silly, because actually Barack Obama is where the American people are, on alternative energy, on energy independence, on health care, solving the health care crisis, on ending the war in Iraq, on increasing funds for education. John McCain has voted against every single one of those things. So to somehow suggest that that's not where the American people want to be, or that because another senator has also voted that way, John McCain is not going to win on this issue, on domestic issues.
Terry, you honestly believe that Barack Obama is more liberal than Bernie Sanders?
Yeah, he is. I believe he's at least as liberal, Wolf. I don't think Hillary would be upset if he were to the left of Bernie
Sanders. But Bernie Sanders says he's a socialist.
Well, I think Barack Obama is a socialist, and let me defend that remark. First of all, I would say Barack Obama is the most left-wing candidate that's ever been nominated by a major party for President of the United States. He is to the left, for example, of George McGovern, Hubert Humphrey, John F. Kennedy, I believe also to the left of Michael Dukakis. But is he a socialist? This is a man who is campaigning with Hillary Clinton, arguing for who had a better nationalized health care program. A nationalized health care program, Wolf, is socialism. Another thing that Barack Obama...
Hold on.
John McCain's been running to the left ever since he got his nomination. He's been appearing before Latino groups and African-American groups, talking about his increases in education, talking about how he's going to fix global warming. He has been moving every single position to the left, and there's just no reason.
Just because it's government-sponsored doesn't mean it's socialist. Do you believe Medicare or Medicaid is socialism?
Well, yeah, actually, I would say that Medicare and Social Security are flat-out socialism.
So Republican presidents who support Medicare and Medicaid are socialists?
But by definition, is Medicare socialism? What Medicare is, it's a government-funded...
But does that make these Republicans socialists?
Well, let me answer your question, Wolf. The question is Medicare socialism? My answer is yes, of course it is. Socialism is government ownership of something. What we put together in this country is a system where the federal government provides for and pays and controls the health care system for seniors. So that part of our economy and that part of our life is socialized. Does Barack Obama want to increase the sector of American life that is socialistic, that is funded and controlled by the government? The answer is yes.
Go ahead.
Barack Obama is for reasonable energy investment and not for tax breaks for oil companies. That's not about socialism, that's about equity. Barack Obama is for a health care system that insures all, and if that means that the government has to help insure 40 million children, then we will, because that's what Americans want to see.
All right, guys, we got to leave it right there, but a good, serious discussion. Thanks for coming in.